The three then waddle like penguins. They continue waddling, their lights helping them navigate through this American cheese moon. They then reach the edge of a crater. They stand on the edge for no clear reason. Seed then positions his camera to take an epic shot of the three of them standing on the edge with Viesin in the background. The three then jump into a small canyon. Seed then spells jump wrong because he failed to learn English when trying to learn it. Ray and Seed jump out of the canyon and decide to rejoin to get a new skybox. It is now daytime, and they no longer need their lights, but they still have them on because they forgot to turn them off and are now wasting their batteries. Ray wants to show them something, and leads them into an endless wasteland because plants can't grow on cheese. The three then decide to jump after they walk past a small bump on the ground because their reaction time is that bad. While they waddle through the landscape, I want to tell you about the lore of this moon. American cheese is known for being orange, thus explaining why the moon is orange. It is also wrapped in plastic to help preserve it. Although no plastic has been found on this moon, meaning that this moon doesn't have plastic, or the plastic somehow got turned into a gas making up the exosphere of the moon. American cheese is also 50% cheese. This explains all the rocks that you see on the surface. Those white layers that you see in the craters has not yet been identified. Our working theory is that it's either feta cheese or mozzarella cheese. They find Bobber the space turtle. He has been stranded on this moon for a while. But for some strange reason, whenever someone comes to help him back, he just stands there doing nothing. To the point that he has become a tourist attraction on the moon. The three then start dancing around Bobber in the hope that he wakes up from his coma. They fail to awaken him. Then all of a sudden a yellow booper spawns from the depths of the yellow dimension to begin the Great Yellow and Human War. South Chase 04 then begins to freak out because he had time traveled to the past to escape the war. Then Sergeant Paintball arrives to lead this small force of boopers to claim this moon and turn it into a yellow moon. And while that happens, Seed is trying to teach South Chase 04 how to dance, and all three of them don't pay any mind to the strange yellow creatures. Seed then said they are awakening him, which is true, but they end up failing because South Chase 04 didn't start dancing when he should have, ruining any hope of waking Bobber up because REA and Seed do not have enough dancing power. They then start taking an interest in the yellow boopers, and Seed decides to battle Sergeant Paintball to a 1v1 battle. Ray then threatens to kill Seed for whatever reason Seed says no. Ray, respecting Seed's wish, spares him, allowing Seed to battle Sergeant Paintball. If Seed succeeds in defeating Sergeant Paintball, then the Great Yellow and Human War will never happen. South Chase Zero 4, who lived through the worst of it and time traveled to escape, is now witnessing the day that started it all, which means in 100 years, he will have to time travel again to escape the war. The following footage will now be sped up since Seeds and Sergeant Paintball's battle is a long-fought battle and incredibly intense. After a long-fought battle, Seed fell to the hands of Sergeant Paintball, marking the first human casualty in the Great Yellow and Human War. His failure to defeat such a tiny creature is a massive skill issue, and he will be forgotten. After his defeat, Seed goes in a random direction from spawn, hoping to find South Chase Zero 4 and Ray. Good thing for him, he went in the right direction. The three jump down a massive crater and then start training to do a 360 no-scope in Halo Reach and turn themselves into a lighthouse. They then stop. And then they start again. This reminds me when dogs try chasing their tails, and half the time they just spin in circles trying to catch it, or when they are really excited. Now that they are done spinning, they are incredibly dizzy, and are now trying to figure out where they are and how to move in a walk. So instead they decide to rejoin for the final skybox. This is the final and coolest skybox in the game. I don't know what Seed is trying to say. He probably lost his mind in Aisle 3 at Walmart. Seed wants them to walk into the darkness away from Spawn in order to get footage of the coolest waddle of the video. But then Yellow, the leader of the Yellows and ruler of the Yellow Dimension, has gained access to this world due to Seed's previous failure to defeat Sergeant Paintball. Seeds warns them to run, but the other two run towards Yellow. Yellow stands there menacingly plotting, scheming, and know that this world will be easy to conquer. Ray then kills Yellow, putting an end to his reign. Just kidding. Yellow then realizes that this world might not be so easy to conquer and begins running from the three lunatics. Ray summons tortured souls from his basement to kill Yellow. Seed chases Yellow, and despite Seed getting killed by Sergeant Paintball, Yellow runs away in fear. Then Yellow stops running and faces Seed face to face. Never mind. Seed gets tired of chasing Yellow and returns to the others. They finally investigate the giant door at Spawn. They try to gain access to the secrets inside. While they try and not try to open it, REA reveals the truth of this door. Nothing is behind it, which explains why they haven't been interested in it this entire time. They then waddle through this dark American cheese landscape. Ray leads them to two craters that overlap. He brings them there since it's cool. And while they waddle again, I'll give you more facts about this moon. The cheese this moon is made of was invented in 1910, meaning the earliest this moon could have existed is 1909. Anyone who questions this will be found guilty of treason and promptly disappear from Earth. Here we see South Chase 04 spinning along with REA. For whatever reason, Seed is not doing it, which means Seed is scared of something, since he will only spin when comfortable with his environment. If you look at the chat, you see Yellow talking about all the terrifying monster he's made, which might explain Seed's lack of spinning in a circle earlier, since Yellow once trapped Seed inside a void-like dimension long ago, that Seed himself willing went into, but then couldn't escape for 3 hours, for years, 12 weeks and 36 seconds, and Seed saw horrors that still haunt him to this day. And as I say that, Seed starts spinning again. This planet is made of Earth, and its gravity is maybe 5 times or 12 times strong than the Earth gravity. You can hear all of their hearts getting a workout in. If you look at the chat, Yellow says they are all lucky that he can't use his power on this planet. Unfortunately, he unknowingly lied, and he figured out he could in fact use his powers here. Then Southchase04 and Seed decided to walk straight into lava upon being on the planet for around 8 minutes. This blunder costed them their lives. Fortunately, they can just respawn. Seed goes into the lander, where Ray spent months making the interior, then decided it wasn't cool enough, and has spent more months remaking it. The biggest reason why Ray takes so long is because he's addicted to Halo Reach. They then travel away from the lander into the darkness, in an attempt to discover the secrets of this dark lava-infested world, and none of them will return alive, meaning Southchase0, for won't have to time travel again to escape the war. They spot Yellow on the hill, and Yellow will be the only survivor. Seed then asked what type of cheese this planet is made of. Somehow he didn't know this was a planet. Since they walk slower, it will take far more time to travel to the secret of this planet. There are 2 secrets, and the first one will be a dead meme of a game that no one talks about or plays anymore. Okay, maybe like 1,000 or 100 people play it, I don't really know. This will likely be a boring journey, so I will make it interesting by talking about the lore of this planet. A mysterious signal came from this planet. Since no man-made object was sent here, the government sent someone down to the surface, knowing that the person wouldn't return. And the crime that they are guilty of committing was questioning my earlier comment that the earliest the American cheese moon could have existed was 1909. If you ask me, it's a fitting and well-deserved punishment. Anyway, while they continue to make their way through this dark terrain, I feel now is the perfect time to talk about today's sponsor. You ever like blowing stuff up and causing as much destruction as possible? Well then, Yellow-based Tyrant Dictatorship is just for you. Here at Yellow-based Tyrant Dictatorship, you will be set free from every other color, and the color yellow will set you free. Join now to become an initiate. Say your favorite color on the group wall, obviously yellow, to be promoted to yellow follower. And the only thing at the moment to do is to hunt down and kill the 2 heretics in the group. And upon your success eliminating them, you will maybe be highly rewarded. Join now. Ray, despite making this game, can't remember where the first secret is and causing Seed to grow impatient. Luckily for Ray, Seed can't do anything, and if he tries, he will swiftly be executed for treason. They also discover water. That is for some reason there, because Ray has only ever worked on the 2 secrets and the lander. Yellow gets suspicious of Seed. Seed tries and defend himself, but Ray agrees with Yellow, and after they were on the moon, Seed has been acting a bit sus. Ray uses echolocation to try and find the cave, and is successful. They are on the move again, and this time they will find what they're looking for. Yellow had his graphics all the way down for some reason, which likely explains how he saw Seed vent. Ray is apparently bad at echolocation and has to do it again. Hopefully this time he leads them in the right direction. They then descend into the cave, which will likely get two of them killed. They then lay their eyes on one of the two imposters. It's not looking good for Seed. Seed and Yellow have a death wish and get closer to the imposter. I don't know how I should feel about this, and I'm just going to let this scene play out.
What did you do with Big Chungus? We know you're the sus imposter, and I saw you vent in electrical. What did you do with that wish delivery the other week, James? Use Among Us.
Yellow then gets murdered by Seed, as you can see, proving he's the imposter. For some reason, he thinks Ray and South Chase 04 don't have eyes and tries gaslighting them. Seed is then betrayed by his imposter friend and is no longer the imposter. Seed is now with his accuser, but won't leave his side since Seed is afraid of being alone in a dark place. But now it's too late for them. Yellow has discovered his powers and now seeks to end the world. Yellow says the end is coming, revealing himself to be the third imposter. Seed follows Yellow like a lost child and is eager to see what Yellow does next. Yellow is now a prophet of the end times, though Ray starts to get a bit impatient. Yellow is slow at destroying the world, causing everyone to get impatient, because all he has done is change the lighting. Ray grows more and more impatient and decides to threaten Yellow. Seed then makes the smart decision to open his mouth, though he is interested in seeing Yellow end the world, for whatever reason. Ray does something to himself. I'm not sure how to comment on this. Ray somehow glitched himself in such a way that he can't move. And then kills everyone but Yellow. Yellow tells everyone to be patient, but REA is tired of waiting and teleports with South Chase 04 to end the world before Yellow can. I'm just going to let this play out again. Not much reason why I should talk.
You must realize you are doomed.
Ray hit a button somewhere on the map before Yellow could end the world. Somehow Yellow forgot he planted a button to summon yellowness from the sky and destroy planets. The only confusing thing is that Ray somehow knew about it. I will now speed up the footage of the end of the world and the death of Ray, Seed, and South Chase 04. Thanks for watching this epic space adventure. In the end, Yellow escaped the destruction of CAFC. 3 humans died and a planet destroyed, and the start of the Great Human and Yellow Moon. Bob or Fate is unknown at this time, along with the American Cheese Moon. Seed, Ray, and South Chase 04 haven't been seen since these events have taken place other than when they have logged on.